Good morning. Welcome to the E3 Weekly Market Report. We're coming on a little bit later today. We want to go over the exports that have come out and go over that. We'll go over the exports, and we'll have a little conversation about the recent devaluation of the currency in China and what that means, and also a word about yesterday's crop report. Looking at the numbers and starting with cotton, we've got net sales for 2015-2016 total 96,900, and breaking that down, we have Vietnam taking 21,900, Turkey taking 12,600, and Taiwan taking 11,300. And reaction of the market, we're still reacting from yesterday, but it appears the market's a little higher. Right now we're up 88 at 65.57. The high is 65.95, the low is 64.09. Let's go to soybeans. Net sales of 96,300 metric tons, and that's down noticeably from the previous week, but up noticeably from the 4-week average. We've got Indonesia taking 94,600. We have Morocco with 20,000 and then Taiwan with 10,600. And the market reaction there, we've got cotton actually down some. We were up about 10 cents before this report came out. Right now we're up about 5 3/4. Looking at the corn number, corn 29,200 metric tons. That's down noticeably from the previous week and 87% under the 4-week average. Breaking that down, South Korea took 108,400. We've got Egypt with 67,200 and Venezuela with 53,000. The reaction in the corn actually is off also. We're unchanged in the corn. We were up between 2 and 3 cents before this came out. And lastly, let's look at wheat. 421,600 metric tons. And that's actually down 50% from the previous week and 28% under the 4-week average. Breaking it down, Philippines took 110,000 metric tons, Mexico took 78,400 metric tons, and China took 43,200 metric tons. The reaction there, a little lower than it was. We're up 3 cents at the moment. Let's talk about recent events. We might as well start with yesterday's crop report. We were very surprised on a number of levels. We had a very bullish cotton number that came out, and we had a very bearish corn and a very bearish soybean number that came out. And as we look at that, let's first talk about the cotton. The cotton number that came out was substantially lower than anyone thought on the carryout. It looked like the USDA made some adjustments in terms of crop failure earlier than they normally did, and the numbers were dramatically lower. And with that, the market reacted. And at one point was up almost the limit yesterday. This morning when we walked in, we were unchanged. At the moment, we're up 96. We're still seeing support. We're trading at 65, 66. There's some talk about it possibly getting to 68, maybe even 70. That these numbers have changed things considerably, and we could be changing our outlook for the market. Looking at the soybean market and the corn market, those numbers were hit and got limit down yesterday, down 70 in soybeans, down 30 in corn at one point. They didn't close there, but they were hit very hard. Considerably higher carry out in those numbers, and the market's having to deal with that, and it seems that it will be hard to see those markets rally much. So a tale of two markets heading in different directions. I think ultimately we'll have to look at the dollar and what it does. We'll have to look at other events in the global market. Chinese devaluation of their currency, for instance, is considered negative for commodities in general. A lower currency means the ability of that country to buy less of whatever they're bringing into the country, which would include any raw material, since China buys so much. So that's the reason the devaluation of the Chinese currency has been considered negative for all commodities. So we'll see what's the dominant feature here for the market. And that's really most of what we've got for today. We thank you for being with us. Hope you'll join us on the Ag Market Network to listen to our monthly teleconference we just concluded. It'll be posted in just minutes on our site. I think you'll enjoy it. It was an excellent meeting. So that's it. Thanks for being with us, and join us this afternoon at 1:20 for our afternoon update. Thanks.